Hey there guys, John again. Well, if you've watched my channel much, you probably picked up a couple things about me by now. You know that when it comes to my gear selections, I like to keep things on the low cost side. I guess you call it the common man's approach. And when I talk about that, I always talk in terms of price and not quality. Quality is always paramount. So with that said, the other thing that you probably picked up is when I can't find something that I personally find as a value, or if I need a piece of gear that is more custom made, or that say I think it's too overpriced from the manufacturer, I won't hesitate to make it myself. With that said, I've got a few videos now on here on my channel of some of the projects that I've made, and I've recently found myself needing another new piece of equipment that I personally, to get what I wanted, thought was way overpriced. So I threw it together myself, and I'd like to show you. So if you've seen my recent video on a trip that I just took that involved a super ultra lightweight pack system, then you'll know that that's my new thing, I guess, is this super ultra lightweight thing. Now the pack that I used in that video, in that trip, was a lumbar pack, a hip pack, and it worked perfect. It worked great for that style of a trip. In fact, I loved not having a pack on my back. It was so freeing and comfortable. I can't tell you how great it was to not have the weight of a pack, no matter how light it was, on your back. With that said, we are going to be moving into the fall season here, and that definitely doesn't mean I'm going to be staying home, and it doesn't mean that I need to be carrying 20-30 pounds of gear either. And so I want to extend this new interest that I have of super ultra lightweight to ultra lightweight backpacking, which is under 10 pounds of course. I want to extend that into all 3 seasons. And of course I needed a new piece of gear to do that. That hip pack just would not allow me the capabilities that I needed to take it into the fall season, into the cool weather season. And so this is what I came up with here. And I'm going to give you guys a review of this pack. Tell you a little about the specs, the features, the making, that type of thing. It's not going to be a tutorial video. If you do want instructions, if this is something that interests you, message me and I'll send you some comprehensive directions. It's a fairly easy project. In fact, this is my favorite project up to date. Making this was really fun to make, and I think it turned out the best of all my projects so far. So anyway, without further ado, we'll get into this guy. So first of all, the design was important, in this pack. So it took a little bit of forethought. I did a little bit of research into exactly what I wanted. I wanted something along the lines of the GoLite Breeze or even the Gossamer Gear G4. Both were really good ultralight packs, fairly simple packs, but they meet the needs that I was looking for. So I was kind of going along the lines of that. I did some research on some homemade packs. Couldn't find a lot out there, but I did pick up a couple, little hints or ideas, I guess you'd call it, on the type of pack. So throwing that all together, in addition to knowing what my needs were, this is what I came up with. So getting into the specs on this bag here, we'll go first with the measurements. It is a length of 22 inches, so that was just right. I kind of took everything into account when I was measuring it for my body and the amount of gear that I'd be taking. So it's 22 inches. The side panels are 5.5 inches, and the width of the bag is 12 inches. So that, in conjunction with these external pockets that I'll get to in a minute, bring me to just under about 2,000 cubic inches of volume in this pack, which was it's just right. It's not too much. I notice when I have a bigger pack, I tend to want to take more stuff. So the volume of this pack was just right for what I needed it for. Weight on this pack, that's my favorite feature. This thing weighs in at 5.2 ounces total. Total weight of the pack, 5.2 ounces. And I could have got it less. In fact, the first run of this bag had me going at right about 4 ounces. I did not want just a stuff sack with straps on it though. I wanted something with a little bit more capabilities or features, some creature comforts, I guess, that would allow me some options. And so let me show you some of the things that I came up with here. First of all was the well, I guess we'll go with the construction of the pack. It is a top-loading pack, and I've got a little flap here to cover the opening, and I just attach it with a little shock cord string here with these. You can't see this, but just a couple little attachment hooks on there, and I can attach those to multiple points on the pack, which is great. Those straps also help compress whatever's in this main pocket here. So as you can see, like I said, it is top loading, just basic drawstring deal there. One thing when I was making this is, I'm not sure this is going to show up, but I picked up this tip on a do-it-yourself bag. Where the hole is that these strings come in, you'll get a lot of wear and tear, and I've noticed that on some of the stuff sacks I've made. The solution to that was to take a piece of ribbon and just sew it over that hole. So you pull it, the cross-grain ribbon takes all the pressure and it saves the hole on your bag there. So that was a good little addition to this. Some of the external features on this are, of course, this big noticeable mesh pocket on the front here. And this is a no snag type of mesh. It's really heavy duty, but ultralight as well. And just got this big old pouch here, attaches with a little tab of Velcro. Not a huge amount of volume in here, but it is really good for storing, you know, some wet gear, something you want to dry out, you know, whatever. Right now I've just got a little camp towel in there, and I think just my emergency fishing kit, which you guys probably know. If you don't, check it out, it's pretty cool. Anyway, there's the main, like I said, the main pouch on the front there. On the sides, both sides, I've sewn you know, mesh pockets, same material. Keep my on the trail water bottle in there, and the other one I just keep my little tripod and my little baggie of goodies for, you know, on the trail for taking a quick break, have easy access to some grub. So there's that. Also on the sides, I've attached 4 loops using that same cross-grain ribbon. Now there's 2 up here and 2 down here, and you can see what that allows me to do. It allows me to utilize a piece of shock cord to compress the sides. So if I'm not, you know, carrying this pack fully loaded, I can, you know, compress it down. That's on both sides, of course. The other thing is this can be configured in different ways. If you want to go, you know, across the front, you can do that. Just pop them off with the little slides, change it up. The other thing that works great about this and why I did that like that is it allows me to carry things that are, you know, longer. So if I want to carry my fishing rod, slide it down into the pocket, and you know, it's not going anywhere. That's nice and safe, solid. It's gonna be there when I get to camp. Of course, you can do that with the old trekking pole too. Just slide that in there if you're not using it. And so that's that. I kept it pretty simple. Was going to put a little pouch on the top here. Still can do that. Just haven't decided yet. Don't know. I think I got enough room. Don't want too many you know, pockets to be hiding stuff around in. But so there's that. On the back of the pack here, I've got my straps. These are just straps that I salvaged off of a old backpack, an old kid's backpack, just a cheapie. The reason that I did that was they are very lightweight, and yet these ones are very comfortable. They're wide, and the padding is really nice on this. Now, I've had this pack out. I haven't had it on overnighter yet, but I have had it fully loaded with the gear that's in it now out, you know, doing some hiking around, seeing how it feels, seeing how it rides, all that, and love these straps. They feel really good. They're very comfortable. Now, the way that I attach these straps here, of course, the straps are a major stress point on any pack, and I wanted to make sure that these were not going to fail on me here. So the way that I attached these was I sewed the straps on first, and then took a piece of this heavy, it's really strong actually, this cross-grain ribbon, and just sewed that across for reinforcement, and it's just got a double box stitch with a zigzag stitch through the middle, so really strong there. I did add a hip strap, a hip belt to this pack. Kept it pretty simple, didn't you know, go with any padding, anything like that. The weights that I'm going to be carrying in this, are, you know, pretty light. We're talking 10 pounds or less. So, you know, technically you don't need a hip belt. I like them myself because they take a lot of the pressure and stress off your shoulders, the strain. You know, anyway. So, anyway, that's that. They're just attached down here with these, you know, little, just attached at this little anchor point right here. Now, all of this stuff, the pockets, the attachment points, all of that are sewn into the seam, which definitely increases the strength and durability. These things are not going to rip out on me. So I think that's about it. Like I said, I kept it pretty simple. I did not include a sternum strap. Like I said, I wore it and it rides well. It's comfortable for the weights. I like it. So if I find myself needing a sternum strap, though, it's going to be an easy add-on. So let me break this down just a little bit and show you what this pack is capable of here. We'll dig into what I got. Like I said, I haven't got everything that I would take on a trip, but I got a pretty good, you know, example of what I would bring. Now, I don't know, you can see the size of this. Like I said, it's not that big, and I will include clips, you know, this pack infilled so you can kind of see. But I've got my full microfleece vest, or actually full jacket. On the top, got my headlamp, my hygiene kit, my 33-ounce bottle for around camp. See my cook kit, mess kit. That's a big ticket item. This is my full essentials kit. Everything under the sun in this guy. Flashlights, everything's in there. Let's see. Got some clothes, pretty good amount. Like I said, this is taking cooler weather into consideration here, and so I've got, you know, all my base layers, you know, my fleece cap, handkerchief, all that kind of stuff, extra socks, all my warm clothing. So you got the down sleeping bag, of course. Got to have camp pillow, and last but not least is my two-man tent, and this is not in the original sack. If you want to see the review on this, it's on my channel. But this is the condensed version of that tent without the pole. I can set this up with my trekking pole. It's much lighter and much smaller, obviously. So that's about it. That's the pack here, pretty small. One other thing is this is a frameless pack, of course, and so you do want to, or what I want to do, or will do, is add my sleeping pad in here as a sort of frame. You guys know how that works, not going to get into it. Now, if you're taking this on a day trip, something like that, what I'm doing and what I did today is I just inserted this really light piece of foam, doubles as a sitting pad, and does give the back a lot of support. So anyway, that's pretty much that. I will give you a quick look at the construction of this a little bit. I double stitched everything on the seams. The reinforcement points were double box stitched with that zigzag you know, stitch going through them, so those are not going to give. All the seams, which there aren't many of, that was one thing I wanted to keep to a minimum, because any seams are a you know, a source of weakness, a point of weakness. And so all of the seams I did have, I double stitched with a parallel stitch, and then one of those zigzag stitches running through the middle of that. So that really increases the you know, strength and integrity of this bag. This bag is not going to fail. Like I said, I've had it out hiking, walked around with it today, and you know, loaded up, and she's good to go. The gear that I had in that I just pulled out, you know, with the pack, the whole pack system was running at about 8.5 pounds, you know, today. So anyway, this is the new pack. Okay, so there you go, another nice little piece of DIY gear here. So anyway, appreciate you guys watching, checking this out, and hopefully we'll, you know, get some videos up and you'll see me out on the trail using this thing. I'm really looking forward to it, and like I said, my experience with it so far, just the, you know, little test drive, has been a success. I'm really looking forward to loading this thing up and getting it out, and you know, extending my ultralight backpacking well into the fall. And hopefully I don't get any bright ideas and think about doing this into the winter. That's going to require a little bit more work. So anyway, that's about all I got. I rambled enough here. If you have any questions, or like I said, if there's something you want to throw together, don't hesitate to send me a message, and I'll be more than glad to walk you through and send you a full, detailed instructions for making one yourself. But anyway, as always, thanks a lot for watching, and see you next time.